Oh, guess who's back? Back again. Aka's back. Grab some men. What?
Son number
Oh, my wiener. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Akasan's Weekly Wednesday What's Up? I am Akasan. In this segment I tell you everything that happened this whole week in my life. Today I am drinking Aquarius. It's like Japanese Gatorade. Now some of you that watch on a regular basis just assume I just drink every night. You'd be right. I'm going to do it later. But I've just been advised by my doctor to just kind of take it easy tonight, get a lot of rest, and be in bed before 11 o'clock.
That's a fake laugh.
But seriously, I am just trying to get things very simplified, rest, relax. Body was broken down pretty bad from my extreme trip to Tokyo and Osaka. Where do we begin? I've been so busy just getting back into the swing of things, I haven't even looked at the footage that I took yet. So while that video will one day be uploaded, let me just give you the basic highlights of the trip. The one thing that I will point out is that it's very difficult to do a trip with someone who has never been to Japan, and you being the person that's returning back to a certain city after 5 years. This indeed was probably the most stressful part for me because on one hand I have an obligation to show my friend around that's never been to Japan ever and take care of him. And then on the other side I have this obligation to just take care of the friends that are expecting to meet with me. And so there were many times when I was on this trip that I needed to kind of do the sightseeing thing, but at the same time I needed to reunite with people that I haven't seen in quite some time. It would have been an insult on either side, and it actually happened a few times. So my biggest takeaway from the Tokyo side of things is that I definitely am going to have to just go back there on my own and on my own sort of terms. Tokyo, I'll be back. For the long run, I hope. Osaka was good. Let's talk about that YouTube meetup. So as a lot of you guys may know, a bunch of YouTubers and fans were meeting up at Ten's Hall and I attended. I'll have my own particular video up there. I check my Twitter if you want to see a highlight that somebody else already edited and uploaded. I'm in the video, so it can't be too bad, right? But my biggest takeaway from the Osaka meetup here with all the YouTubers is that I realized that even though a lot of the YouTubers are really appreciative that the fact that they have an audience because they're now officially like J-vloggers and such, it also sort of restrained them from kind of doing more videos outside of the familiar zone because now they're kind of just known as the J-blogger, the person that vlogs in Japan, about Japan basically, not. And then I started to realize that I'm actually making videos and happen to live in Japan. And certainly it just sort of seemed to be a thing for a lot of the YouTubers. We talked about it. It's just they always have to kind of make a video that's sort of Japan related. Whereas the majority of my audience comes from the honest reaction videos and my viral videos, which has nothing to do with Japan. And actually, the videos that I do in Japan are some of the lowest rated. But that's not going to stop me from doing Japanese videos because that's actually the majority of where my audience responds in the comments below. So there's a lot of cool stuff to take away from that. Certainly Osaka needs a kind of network, and I was talking with Scott Unrested Ackerman about that all. Definitely I think he's got a strong basis there and he's got a good producer. And man, if I moved to Osaka, it would be a great trinity that we would have going on. But alas, I'm not in Osaka. But I did let them know if they ever put together something that they need me to go to Osaka for, I'll be there. I'll do that. Let's grow that community out there. Because sure as hell the Fukuoka one is non-existent. The other thing that I will point out is that some of the female YouTubers had a particular issue with having sort of a tact or skill, the same problem that a lot of foreigners just have living in Japan. You're only basically known for your facial features. Your skills and attributes are only based on face value, particularly for women just basically being cute. This is something that a lot of the YouTubers have mentioned, is that they're not really known for any sort of skill other than just being a foreigner, and particularly women, they're interesting because they're cute. I can see some of the YouTuber names popping up in your head right now. But overall, it was a great meetup and I learned a lot of stuff, and I'm really hoping I can do something like this again. I did learn something else. J-vloggers generally don't watch other J-vloggers a lot. And that's not to say that's a bad thing. I actually think that's a good thing. I don't watch J-vloggers myself, not too much unless I personally know them. Then it's like keeping up with a friend. But otherwise, I find myself probably getting influenced by someone else's channel, and then you as the subscriber are just going to end up seeing the same things going on in each J-vlogger sort of video. So why would you want that? But to paraphrase super hot fire, but I'm not a J-vlogger. I had a fear of heights, but I was able to go up to Omeda Sky Building for the first time in Osaka. That was creepy. I wanted to get high on Tokyo's Sky Tree, but I ran out of money. The clubs in Osaka, God, it was good to be back. Just wait till you see the footage of that. Oh, the women of Osaka. Oh my God. My mojo is back. Oh, yeah. Kansai for life. I will point out that the 4 to 5 years of the slow life in Fukuoka has kind of numbed me and softened me to the extreme methods of Tokyo transportation. The lines, the people were frustrating me like crazy, but after I got a good night's rest, it worked out a lot better for me. Up the stairs, down the stairs, around Shinjuku, oh it's terrible, the pink line, the green line, everywhere. It took me a whole hour to get around Shinjuku. No wonder I was so skinny back then. So overall the trip was very good. I was so glad to be back to both areas. Osaka, always wild and crazy, loving the fun, loving the girls, loving the music, loving the food. Tokyo, busy, crazy, sightseeing stuff, all that other sort of nice little location things, and then there was this crazy shit. And within the middle of all this nonsense, when I flew back here to Fukuoka, I broke my vacation and I headed to the movie theater to watch Guardians of the Galaxy finally. And I will post my review shortly. It might surprise you. Let me show you some of the stuff I bought. Here's a little 3D shirt that I bought from Woom. I will be debuting it on one of my reaction videos sooner than later. Video killed the radio star, you said? Revenge is a bitch. I didn't want to get too psycho-fanatic with the otaku stuff, but when I was in Akihabara, I tried to get the gachapon tumbler. I tried so hard, and it's 400 yen each, but I still got the classic 1989 Batmobile. Guess let's do a video or something. But it was getting really expensive, and I didn't want to just go home with a bunch of balls. Alright guys, that's it. I gotta get back to editing, and I promised my doctor I'd get a good night's sleep tonight. You know the deal. Like, subscribe, share, and I will check back with you next week.
30 seconds, okay. Hold it. Where is it, right here? Alright, right there, right? Yeah. 30 seconds. Here we go, okay?